Guys, we are back in Pilot Training Flight Simulator. And in the last episode, I proved I was the greatest pilot that ever lived by simply landing the biggest plane on this tiny bridge. Now today, I will continue to prove it with a new obstacle. I'm gonna land 3 different types of planes on this. The biggest skyscraper in Greater Rockford, with its tiny roof dimensions and huge ability to fall and drop to the bottom. Can I land 3 planes on this roof? We're gonna start small, medium, large, boys. And if I can do it, you have to leave a comment saying, SENIAC, you are the greatest pilot that ever lived. And if I fail, you could say I'm the worst. This is going to be a tricky one. So attempting this is going to be pretty interesting right now. There is the building in question, the one of the tallest skyscrapers in Greater Rockford. And like I said, I've got to try and attempt this with 3 different planes. So we're going to start small, we're going to go medium, and then we're going to go big. Now, the small plane is going to be the Cessna 172. Now, it's a nice little starter plane. We can utilize it to kind of judge the distance, the speed, the height elevation that we're going to need. But ultimately, it should be the easiest one. I should be able to land this one first time. Now, if I land all 3, you have to continue to call me the greatest pilot that ever lived in the comment section down below. But if I do fail, you have the permission to say, SENIAC, you are the worst pilot in the world. Now, let's spawn the plane in right now, the Cessna 172. There we go. Bam, 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 bam. We've spawned it in, boys. We are ready to rock and roll. Now, we got to try and fly up as quick as we can. I'm going to fly over to it and then figure out what the best approach would be. We always use the Cessna as the training ground plane before we do the medium. And then eventually the large one, which the large plane is going to be absolutely big. So let me just try and take off in general anyway and head over in that direction to see if we can land on the roof of the tallest skyscraper in Greater Rockford. Right, turning ground right now, boys. Easy, easy, easy. There it is. There it is. And I'm already going to have to kind of gain some serious altitude. So it looks like it's pretty high already. Now, I've got 2 options, right? The roof is going to be square. So it's a case of, do I either land on it perfectly, like, you know, straight on it? Or do I land a little bit diagonally to give me the most amount of speed and surface space possible to hopefully slow down? So what we're going to do, we're going to fly up right now. This should be pretty easy for the Cessna 172. There should be no reason why I should fail this, okay? There should be no reason. So I think diagonally is the best way to do it. It gives me the most surface space to try and slow down. Now we're going to do a little bit of reverse throttle, right? There we go. We're going to slightly try and stall the plane. Now, stalling means we land on it. Okay? There we go. Bring the speed down. Right. Now, like I said, the Cessna was always going to be the easy one. There was going to be no challenge with this. No challenge. But all I need to know, because we're using it as the training ground, the elevation, 824 feet. That's all I need to know. We've done it. Ta-da! We've landed on the greatest and the tallest skyscraper in Greater Rockford. Now, let's attempt it with a medium plane. Now, I bet you're all thinking, yo, SENIAC, what is the medium plane going to be? Well, you're about to find out. Small plane? Completed it, mate. Let's go a little spawn back in, and now it's time for the medium plane. So, 820 feet is what we've got to kind of figure out is what I need to get up to. So we're probably going to go for a different type of medium plane next. Maybe I'm thinking. We could go, I mean, we chose the A220 last time. I could maybe bulk it up a little bit more with an A320. But I think I'm just going to go for the A220, okay? Right. Let's just keep it simple. Let's just keep it simple right now. It's a lot bigger compared to the Cessna. but it is a lot smaller than what the large plane is ultimately going to be. Now, I'm not even going to use a runway. We're just going to go for it. But this is where the challenge is going to begin, okay? If I can't land this, I've got no hope for the large plane. Right, I'm hoping the plane was now going to take off, by the way. You going to take off, plane? Yes, we're now taking off. Landing gear's now gone, and looks like I'm going to have to fly it out a little bit. Reduce the speed as well. I'm going to have to fly it out a little bit just so I can get some altitude. We'll slowly turn at the same time and try and gain the altitude as much as possible. 820 odd feet. So I'm already at the altitude now, which is perfect. I just got to now turn around and begin the approach. So where is that tall building? It is just there. Okay. So landing gear out. I'm already really nervous. I don't know if this is going to actually land on it. What we're probably going to have to do is play around with the stalling on this quite dramatically, okay? Quite dramatically. Now, when's it begin to stall? 110-ish is when it starts to stall. That's all I need to know. Okay, that's all I need to know. And when do I dramatically lose altitude? Okay, it starts to go down below 100. Right. Okay. I'm trying to keep the speed right down. This is going to be dramatic. It's going to be a stall landing, but we should be able to get it. Right. Here we go. We're going to be a little bit more dramatic right now on the stalling. Making sure we watch the altitude. Watching that altitude. Here we go. Here we go. Here we go. Right, we technically just fell a little bit short, but that's okay. Because we technically haven't landed yet, so we haven't failed. Oh, now I'm slightly nervous. Now I am slightly nervous. Right. We're going to have to fly around for a take 2. I may have hit the building. Don't want to talk about it. See, this makes me real nervous right now from attempting to do the larger plane if I'm struggling with this plane. I think my big issue is I stalled for too long. 1,000. And I lost my altitude pretty rapidly. So keep it going steady. Watching the altitude. And we'll go full beans now. Full beans now. Come on! Stop, plane! Stop! Stop! Will it stop in time? Will it? Oh, it did. It's only gone and stopped in time. Right, that was nerve-wracking. That was nerve-wracking. It shows you how precise you actually need to be. And, but I've managed to get the A380 on top of it. I am really nervous now. I am really nervous now for this big plane. Like, really nervous. Right, we've done the small. We've done the medium. But now, this is what it all comes down to. Am I really a pro pilot? Can I land the biggest plane in the game on the roof of the tallest building skyscraper in Greater Rockford? Well, this is going to determine if I get to keep my crown as the greatest pilot that ever lived. Remember, guys, in the comment section, you have to put, I'm the greatest pilot if I can do the big boy, the final one. And it's now about to happen. The big boy, boys, the largest plane, the tallest skyscraper. I'm really nervous, but let's fight. I think this is where it all now begins, right? This is now where it all begins. Now, I need a large spawner, which I'm not sure if this is classed as a large spawner. Let me find out. Let me find out right now. If I go all, okay, right, there we go. The A380. Right. The issue I've got right now, okay, what went in our favor is the fact that the A220, the wheel span from the rear wheels to the front wheels was enough that once I landed, there's a bit of leeway in which I can kind of slow down before anything bad happens. I feel like the wheel span here is bigger than the actual rooftop of the building. This is the issue we had on the last time we did this on the big bridge. The wheels were too wide for the bridge, but I still did it. If you haven't seen that episode, go check it out. This one, I think we are too long for the building, which is where the big issues are now going to take place. So we'll start the engine. We'll begin the pushback, and I'll take off this way because I feel like we're going to need a lot of space. Oh my goodness me, guys, this is way too big. If I was going to fail at any landing right now, this would be the one. This would ultimately be the one. Right, just waiting for the plane to now literally take off. I'll bring the airspeed down because this plane can get pretty fast pretty quickly. And we're just going to get the altitude up. I'm going to leave the landing gear down. There's no point me even closing it because I'm going to have to pull it back out again anyway. I'm going to try and turn around. We've got the altitude already. We are losing speed because we are naturally flying at a very awkward angle. And you could argue I'm a little bit too high right now, but that's okay. That's okay. Bringing... Oh my goodness. Okay, we're coming way too hot and heavy. Way too hot and heavy. Right, when does this plane stall? Is all I need to know. When does it stall? So I'm not going to do it first attempt. I'm not going to do it first attempt. Okay? We're going to try and see what the boundaries are, and then we'll attempt to try and land on it. Right. This is going to be wild. This is ultimately going to be wild. Right. I'm trying not to stall it now, but I want to see how much I can stall the plane. 1,000. With the current altitude height. 1,000. 500. Right, can I get on it? Can the nose touch it? Oh. No. I did not just do that first attempt. Boys. Guys, I may have just done the A380 first attempt. So what that means is, and I don't know how to say this, but what that means is I've just nailed it. I've just nailed it, guys. I get to retain and keep my title as the greatest pilot that ever lived. Oh my goodness me. Bow down to your boy right now. I'm a pro pilot. I'm an actual pro pilot. Let me turn the engine off right now and jump out. Look at this. We are on top of the tallest skyscraper right now in Greater Rockford. And I've actually landed an A380. Bow down to me, guys. I am the greatest pilot that ever lived. But I think I've got one challenge I kind of need to do next. And we all know what your boys has to do right now, right? Don't you think it would be fun if I try and attempt to take off? That would be hilarious. Now, the takeoff, guys, means nothing. I've already completed the challenge. I've landed small, medium, and large. I'm the greatest pilot that ever lived, and you have to comment that in the comment section down below. Okay? I don't make the rules. I do make the rules, and those are the rules. I don't make the rules, but those are the rules. You got to do it, okay? You got to do it. But for the funsies, a little bit of an extra bonus, guys. Should we try and take off? I think oh, no, we've got a problem. My plane just despawned. Right. I'll do it again just to prove I can. Is this classed as landing? Because my plane despawned and I've had to redo it. Is this technically classed as landing? I mean, I'm on the roof. If I turn the engine off. I don't know if you can class this as landing. But I'm on it. I'm on it, boys. I'm trying to reverse thrusters, which is not working. I can do advanced controls. But they don't want to work. Maybe I try and take off. Can I take off is the question. I've landed on another roof. Does that count? Oh no, guys, I'm flying. I'm flying. Maybe I did take off in the end. Right, that don't count, but I'm still the greatest pilot that ever lived. I'm going to jump out right now and go for a nice swim. Until next time. I even missed the water, damn it. I'll see you all soon. So, good. Guys, let me know in the comment section down below right now. What should I land on next? Goodbye.